Hi guys, how are you? So today I'm live and I'm sharing some latest news related to RAG and langchains that retrieval augmented generation system. So as you know, there are so many of you may be successful building the chatbots by using the large language models and langchain, and so many of you will have successful in this. But what happens at the last, whenever you will try to do it in the production, and suppose if there are millions of documents are coming, it's not just related to the one PDF file or 10 pages or just a small chunk size of data. Suppose what happens if there is a very huge data is coming and lakhs of documents are coming, and at the time you are creating that track system, then it's a very difficult to work in the real productions, and it has so many issues. So initially I will going to explain you what are the some issues related to those rack systems, though you are able to build this. So first issue is related to the if that PDF file is contain the images, tables, and text data, then traditional rack system will not work. So you definitely requires that multimodal vector store, and you have need to split all those text. The second option is coming related to the overlapping and which chunk size you should use. So it's always gets difficult how many chunk size we have need to keep and overlap. And if those chunks are separated into the different paragraphs of text data, then how it can be solved. So that is the issue related to the chunking. Third one issue is that suppose the model is trying to when your user will going to ask the query, and if that query is passed through the that vector store, then vector store will going to face the difficulties, means how many embeddings you are creating, which exactly embedding you have need to retrieve. And sometimes it will just going to give the embeddings which that vector has found, so it will not going to pick up those top embeddings. So that's the issue. Then sometimes model will try to give the general answer based upon those stat data. And suppose if there is a duplication of data found in your those PDF files or text chunks, then also model will going to suffer from this. And and there are so many issues, means if there are so many chunks and so many large data, then it will going to take the time to find all those. And generalization issues, means what user is going to ask the questions and how that vector stores embeddings are considering it as a right one. So it has so many issues, and solution for those are the to use the better model for embeddings, use the fine tunable model for the embeddings, then while retrieving those data use top k methods, and also utilize some search methods like max marginal relevance, where it will going to see all those texts from the different documents, and based upon that it will going to give the output. Then try to add some prompt injection in those LLM models to avoid that it will not going to give the generalization answer and all those. And most important, create your whatever data you are giving to the embeddings, make those data better, make better chunks, remove duplicates data, and try to add some entities key annotations whenever possible, give meaning to the thems instead of model will try to predict them. And while creating the actual real-time rack system, that time try to store all those values which are repetitive into the session store and all those. And better, there are so many approaches for those embeddings, rack chains, means fine tuning of your embedding model. And in the multi-vector store, there are some hypothetical questions are created based upon your embedding data, and based upon those hypothetical questions, maybe that retrieval speed can be improved. So there are so many things and so many techniques are happening, and you should know, means you shouldn't just know how you are created, but there are so many phases and problems, and you should know. And apart from that, there is always one question schemes, and so many of us don't know about how to evaluate the LLM models, whatever LLM model you are using or fine tuning. So there are so many benchmarks like Blue benchmarks, mean general language understanding evaluation, then Super Glue benchmarks, then OpenAI evaluation model metrics. Then there are Squad dataset, which is based upon the question answers. Then ELT platform is evaluation language understanding ELU platforms, and there are so many. And you can also do it by using the human feedback system and all those. So be specific to those questions. Answer means those are really useful while you are doing all those things in the. So that's for today. If you have any question out loud, please try to ask me in the comment box. Uh, and I think it's also giving me option to select this screen. Mm, okay, but as of now, it's. I hope my screen is visible, and I have created one Azure email service in which I'm going to give you some explanations related to this. Where I have created workspace. In that workspace, I created resource, and in that resource, I am utilizing Azure machine learning, and in that I have created pipeline, automatically pipeline. So I have also created some data store clusters for running all those images in Android. So it's a very interesting. Means if you want to know and learn, there are so many tools they have given, and it's work really very well. It will going to take some times for loading, but I don't know why it's not loading. Maybe because I'm sharing the screen on the Facebook, so it has issue. So I will top the sharing screen and let's see what happens. I think it's not okay. Okay, in the next video I will do it very well. Thank you. Bye bye.